Hi everyone, welcome to a Tess Academy YouTube video. This is part of our GCSE biology revision lessons and today we will run through blood. Remember, if you have any queries, please visit our website at tessonlineschool.com. Also, please suggest any feedback, improvements or suggestions to us through the website. Thank you so much. Firstly, let's look at the content concerning blood. Blood is a tissue consisting of the liquid plasma, mostly water and dissolved substances. Although blood is a liquid and it seems weird to call it a tissue, remember that tissues are anything that consist of a group of different cells that have a similar structure that work together and contribute to one main function. Plasma carries red blood cells, scientifically called erythrocytes, white blood cells, and platelets, which you learn about in greater depth soon. Blood acts as a transport medium. This is for a variety of substances, one such example being oxygen in hemoglobin. Plasma transports all blood cells and the dissolved substances around your body, removes harmful waste substances from your body like urea, or transports useful substances to cells in your body like glucose. Let's look at the distribution of each component within our blood. As you can see, the majority of the substances is made up of plasma, around 55%. Red blood cells make up approximately 45% of our blood, and white blood cells make up around less than 1% of our blood. Now let's look at the red blood cells, also known as erythrocytes, more closely. The main job of the RBC is to carry oxygen around the body. RBCs are specially differentiated cells with specific structural features that allow it to carry out its job well. Therefore, remember the structural features of the RBCs, which are often tested in exam questions. RBCs have a biconcave shape, which provides them with a large surface area to volume ratio, allowing greater rates of diffusion. RBCs also have no nucleus, therefore there is more space for a protein called hemoglobin. The cytoplasm of an RBC also has lots of hemoglobin, which binds to O2, which is also oxygen, forming oxyhemoglobin, which creates a red pigment. Moving on to white blood cells. There are various types of white blood cells that you need to be aware of, the main two being phagocytes and lymphocytes. White blood cells are much larger than red blood cells, but do remember they only make up less than 1% of our blood content. They do have a nucleus, unlike RBCs. WBCs play a part in the immune system, helping the body defend against any infections and foreign cells by recognizing and destroying pathogens. WBCs defend the body in three particular ways. The phagocytes engulf and digest pathogens, destroying them. Some lymphocytes produce specific antibodies against bacteria. Some lymphocytes produce antitoxins against poison made by organisms. Lastly, let's observe platelets. Platelets make up most of our blood content. They are small cell fragments which contain cytoplasm but no nuclei. Platelets help to form blood clots when a blood vessel is damaged, which helps to prevent lots of blood loss. Lack of blood platelets means the blood will not clot efficiently, which can be life-threatening. If you were asked to identify blood components in a sample from a microscope, use the following techniques to aid you. You need to look out for structural features, so please make sure to memorize them. Firstly, WBCs are much larger than RBCs and platelets and contain a nuclei. Platelets are much smaller than the other blood components and RBCs are in a very high abundance. As you can see in the diagram, the plasma contains all the other components, so refer to the picture and make a note of it to be able to differentiate between the different components. Now let's put our knowledge to the test. The first question we will complete is a multiple choice question. Have a go at this independently by pausing the video on a piece of paper and then return back for the answer. Firstly, blood is mostly made up of A. Plasma, B. White blood cells, C. Platelets, or D. Red blood cells. The correct answer is A, because remember, blood is mostly made up of plasma, which is around 55%. The second question is a recall question. How is oxyhemoglobin made? Remember, it's 3 marks, so you need to make sure to add 3 different points. The correct answer is oxygen and hemoglobin bind together. Remember, you have to identify 3 separate points to ensure that you gain the 3 marks. If you haven't included something, please remember to include it in a different color to aid your revision. The last question is an even longer question, and it requires you to use recall as well as some application. Describe how a red blood cell is adapted, allowing it to carry oxygen around the body at a fast rate. This is a 4-marker question, so remember to add 4 separate points. Have a go at it independently, and remember to check back for answers. One possible thing you could have mentioned is the fact that they have no nucleus. Another is the fact that they have a biconcave shape. Remember, you have to explain how this is an adaptation, so remember to add the fact that this allows the RBC to have a large surface area to volume ratio, which helps oxygen diffusion occur at a fast rate. Remember, if Thank you for watching. Remember, if you would like further support, we offer 1-to-1 sessions and group sessions for key stages 1, 2, and 3, along with specially formulated 11+ GCSE and A-level lessons. Further information can be accessed on our website at tessonlineschool.com. If you would like further resources or information, please contact the following numbers. Thank you.